Yes, welcome to the Friday episode. We're actually broadcasting on Friday.
The Friday episode? Makes it sound like there's not much on Friday.
I mean, today was ridiculous, but I'll get to that in a minute. I'm your host, Marsh, and these are my two co-hosts.
The Radical Machine.
And
Blitz.
nothing fancy.
I mean, what do you want me to say? It's just a Friday.
Happy Cinco de Mayo, people.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Fake
Cinco de
holiday?
Mayo.
What?
I heard that was a marketing campaign for, like, the beers and drinks.
It might be now, but it's actually a legitimate holiday over in Mexico and adopted here because there's a substantial population of Mexican people in this country. So, I mean, it's no different than celebrating St. Patrick's Day. You know what I mean? So,
Wow. Both of them are extremely racist holidays.
how is it racist though? It's part. This country's heritage is based
not-
on immigrants.
Not Cinco de Mayo, sorry, but St. Patrick's Day.
How?
It's like
Okay,
St.
explain.
Patrick's
Okay, so
Day.
explain to me how that's racist.
St. Patrick's Day is supposed to be a religious holiday of St. Patrick for when he what?
Yes, it's the feast day of St. Patrick in the Catholic Church. Yes, that is correct.
Right.
So,
Only over in Ireland, probably. You bring
Yes.
that over to America, and it's
Everybody
like
drinks.
it's an Ireland holiday. It's an Irish holiday. What are the Irish good for? Drinking a crap ton of alcohol. So you know what? Screw the feast of St. Patrick. Just drink a shitload.
okay, but isn't that what everybody does already with like any other holiday? I mean, let's be real.
But like, what do you view Christmas as? Getting shit faced all the time? What do you?
I
view...
would hope not, but I'm not doubting that people do that.
Yeah, people do that, but that's not like the main reason of Christmas. Christmas and Thanksgiving.
Yeah, okay, I understand, but again, what I'm saying is people drink on holidays. It's just the thing that they do, so I don't understand
People
what the
drink
issue
on
is.
holidays. Yes, but they also do everything else that's celebrated. When was the last time you ever heard, oh, you know what? We're going to get the family together on St. Patrick's Day for the Feast of St. Patrick.
Okay, but I mean,
Not Thanksgiving dinner or Christmas
but generally in this country you don't, because he's the patron saint of Ireland, if I'm not mistaken. So I mean, unless your family was from there, it wouldn't be a whole lot of relevance to you. Just like, I mean, Cinco de Mayo for me personally doesn't do anything for me because it's a event that happened in Mexico. I mean, I respect the fact that people celebrate it and everything. It's just for me, it's like, I guess it's like what Independence Day is here. I wouldn't expect anybody in any part of the world celebrate July the 4th.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So why do we celebrate Cinco de Mayo or St. Patrick's Day if it's not necessarily relevant to us?
Because there are people in this country who it is relevant to. Because this country is founded on immigrants and different cultures coming to this country.
And you can't say that about other countries?
I didn't. Okay, so what part of what I said is exclusive, where I'm saying this only in America this happens? I mean, no, of course there's other countries that are founded on. Brazil's a great example. They've got a substantial diverse population from all over the world. So, and I mean, Brazil's actually very much like the United States in that regard. But again, I don't know what happens there. Do people from certain countries celebrate certain things? I don't know.
We should have our families over on St. Patrick's Day.
Okay, I'm getting the feeling that you guys aren't following what I'm trying to say here.
My point is that we're both Irish, so we should have our families over.
If you choose, I mean, you do whatever the heck you want. United States, enjoy your freedom. do or do not
Enjoy your
do.
freedom while it lasts.
Oh, that's a
Hey,
different. See, now that would take us down the
hey,
conspiracy
it's
Okay.
only
We're
a
done.
route,
We're done.
and
years,
I don't think
so
you want to take me down that
We're
way.
done. We're done. We're done. This is a funny joke.
I'm sure
Sorry.
we all have the same and known opinions.
Yeah, I don't think so. Not, I'm not pulling the plug on that one. No, I am pulling the plug
Yeah,
on that one.
I
I'm not
figured you
pushing the
were.
button on that one. Whew, boy, it has been one hell of a day.
You haven't told me about your day, Marshall.
I recorded about 3, 4, maybe 5. Let's pull up Steam. Because
Roughly.
5 hours. I have recorded 5 solid hours of Prey, the new Bethesda IP from
What?
Arcane Studios.
What did you get for pre-ordering it?
Absolutely shit.
Well, then what's the item?
It's I don't know. It's like you have an item in your office inventory. It's like, okay. I went to it. I think it's literally just one weapon upgrade pack, which doesn't do shit for me. It's the dumbest thing ever. I swear.
That sounds worse than the one for Darksiders 2.
So,
At least that was a set.
yeah. But even then, it's like, yeah,
It wasn't great.
I'm
but
only
it
gonna
was
be
better
using
than
this for like the first hour.
Yeah, but
So.
it was a cool set.
But so I'm just the dumbest person who has a YouTube channel who tries to make content for YouTube. I am the dumbest.
No, Marshall, there's always something. Someone worse
You
and better than you.
you don't say.
Well, I say I am the dumbest, and that reason being I've been recording Dragon's Dogma.
We mentioned this in the last
Yep.
episode.
Mentioned it in the last episode. I think I only had about 5 to 7 done right now. I think I have up to about 16 or 17 done right now. I actually haven't recorded it since Tuesday. That sounds right. Either Tuesday or Wednesday. Take your pick. It's probably right. And so, but in order to cut down on the choppiness of the video quality and stuff, I lowered the quality of the recording. So it's still 720, it's still on high quality, but I just lowered it from ultra high, which I feel was like lagging the game to hell when I loaded in a new area. And so it seemed to help, except there's no timer on XSplit when you use it. You don't see anything. You see a bit rate, you see the frames encoded, and you see total bytes. And you don't see a timer whatsoever. How long you've been going? Nothing. So,
Okay.
that being said, I go off of the memory that it's taking up. So I normally go to about, give or take, 1,500 megabytes. So it's 1.5 gigabytes. Not bad. That'll get you around 25 minutes to a half hour long video. But, spoilers, lowering the quality of the video increases the amount of time that goes into that video within 1.5 gigabytes.
Have I already said you don't say?
No,
Yeah,
you
that
haven't.
just sounds like common sense.
Right.
Mhm.
Well, me switching the quality out didn't think that through. And so I recorded a batch of 3 episodes. all in one go. And I looked at the clock, and then I looked at the memory size. I'm like, I haven't been going that long, actually, now that I think about it. Huh, we're still going then. And I kept going, and I did it for 3 episodes until I went to go and edit them. And all of a sudden, those videos were 49 minutes long apiece. Oops.
Just got to do a lot of editing then.
Oh, yeah, no. So instead of recording 3 episodes, I record anywhere between 4 and 6. So
That's the way to stay on top of things, though.
yeah. So I've probably got about 17 videos for Dragon's Dogma. That's going up next week. I'm gonna spend the majority of tomorrow. Well, actually, I'm gonna probably do one or the other tonight. Whether that's record Prey, because that's brand new, and I wanted to do something brand new, get notice, get attention. That's kind of how you do it, is you take the newest thing that's out on the market for coverage and stuff, and you cover it. So, Prey. That's what I'm doing. So tonight I will either be editing down 3 hours worth of Dragon's Dogma or 3 hours worth of Prey, or recording more Prey, and then tomorrow I will spend the rest on the other half. So right about now I currently have up the first four parts of Prey, and in my files right now, I've got 5 through 6, maybe 7, but probably only up to 6. So not a lot, but I'm keeping up on top of it, and I've gotten a schedule down of how I'm going to be getting a video out every week. Not every week, every day of this. So I got a pretty good idea of what I'm doing. So, yeah.
You sound like what I was doing, before I decided to switch focus to a different type of project. That's basically what I did for all the game series. The 10 of them I think I did. It was just a lot of recording, a lot of editing, a lot of uploading, scheduling. Yep, now you're starting to understand what I went through.
Yeah, so the way I'm doing it, though, is I got the first 4 episodes out. I wanted to upload at least 3 episodes today, Friday. So the first 2 went up this morning, and then 3 and 4 went up later in the afternoon when I was able to edit them down. Because I got it at midnight last night, so I was able to record a lot. And last night up until about 2:30, and then for whatever reason YouTube just derped up and it wouldn't upload the videos overnight for whatever reason. So, great, that's lovely. So I got up, and when I checked my computer, because they were still uploading by the time we went to bed at like 2:30, 3 o'clock. Holy shit. It said, uploading is at 26% for your first video. Well, that's not right. Okay, close out of this, re-upload it. Oh, it's back at 26%. Is YouTube just glitched now? Oh, there it goes. It's at 27 now. Perfect. I'm happy.
Yeah, uploading takes a lot more time than downloading, right?
Oh, no.
You got to give
No,
it
no,
some.
No. It's not that. It's not that it takes a lot longer time. This was between 2 o'clock and 6 o'clock.
It stayed at 26%?
In the morning. It stayed at 26% for 4 hours.
Hey, okay.
4 hours.
Okay, from a young age, I learned to never trust loading percentages in bars, because I remember as a kid when I would use Windows 98, every single application would load up to 99%, and there would be those green bars or whatever it was, and it would just sit there for like 5 minutes, and
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like, yeah, right, 99%. And so, like, from a young age, I learned to just never trust that. I'm like, oh yeah, computers lie to you when they say that they are 99% done. They are absolutely not.
Okay,
There's a
then.
lot of stuff that's going on in the background, probably. I mean, and maybe they uploaded 27% of the footage and the rest was buffering or processing or
For 4 hours,
I don't
and
know, dude.
then let me
Computers are
finish.
weird.
There's more.
Okay.
There's more to it. I got up, went to the computer, closed out of everything, and was like, "Are you sure you want to quit? Your video hasn't uploaded yet." Yes, I want to quit. Reopened YouTube, went back, did the same process that I did the night before, uploaded episode 1. It was done within the hour. Within a half hour, actually. I think it went up at like 7:15, 7:20 this morning. And then I had Chrissy upload episode 2, and that was up at like 9 o'clock. And I called her at 8. So,
So
yeah.
your upload
Something,
request just got lost in the
yeah, something
whatever
glitched.
on their either on your end or their end or both. Something happened
Flip a
then.
coin is probably right. But yeah, so something glitched out, and I was hoping that those two would be done uh, by the time I got up for work, and I just would have uploaded the rest of them when I got home. But yeah, no, it was a nightmare. So, but it wasn't that bad. It did the same thing to me when I tried uploading 3 and 4. It's like, oh, as soon as you added in 4, everything stopped. Okay, well, I guess I can't upload multiple videos anymore. So, shit. But whatever. But yeah, it's a seriously fun game. It's making me paranoid, and I am a very bad paranoid person. Um I do not perform well under pressure.
You want to tell me about that time you were playing Alien?
What time? What part?
You're trying. The alien was in the vicinity. You were trying to evade it, and you had to play from behind the corner.
Oh yeah, I'm a chicken shit. That I'm not gonna
Then
hide that.
you shouldn't have played that part.
I'm a wimpy little bitch when it comes to horror games. But
Hmm.
You should just gone fetal position in the corner
well,
off the
that
couch.
that was the next step. That was the next step. But no, no,
You'll get no sympathy from me.
God damn it.
You know what though? When you play those games, you set yourself up to get scared and everything like that. I don't even bother with those kind of games. I mean, I guess there's a fun aspect to it, but for me, it's just like, I'd rather play something that's a little more chill, and I can kind
Right.
of goof around. I was trying to explain that to someone. I think might have been at work or something. We were talking about like how do you play games, and I told him I said I like games where you can just kind of goof off and do your own thing. So
Right.
I those games usually take you like run you through some kind of gauntlet though. So you can't just be like, oh, I'm just gonna go and just do this because it's like no, you have to go down this narrow corridor and you get ambushed by these monsters waiting to kill you. Yeah, yeah. So it's like, all right, yeah, then that doesn't fit to my kind of
So
what I
I'm
like to play.
I'm gonna spoil like the early stages of the game, and it really only covers like the first 5 parts, but it's not that big of a deal.
Is it like the opening?
Kind of.
Well, then, if you've read the Game Informer cover story, you know all about this.
Not everybody subscribed to Game Informer because not everybody absolutely loves GameStop.
People still read? What?
Anyway,
Is that even still? Is Game Informer still a published magazine, or is it all
Yeah.
digital?
no, it's only through GameStop, though. I'm fairly
It's only
confident.
through GameStop now.
You can get it on digital platforms.
Anyway, so they're the very first basic life form that you encounter in Prey. Spoilers, it deals with aliens. If you have any interest in this game at all, you will have known about that. It deals with aliens. It deals with an alternate history where JFK wasn't actually assassinated, and because he wasn't assassinated, he pumped a shitload of money into the space program, got humans to space very, very quickly and in an immense way.
So basically, he spent all that tax money on SETI.
And then,
What?
because of that,
Isn't it the search for
SETI? Oh, I thought you said
search
SETI.
for no SETI, right? And search for extraterrestrial
Yeah.
intelligence or something like that. Didn't we talk about that on the show before?
I don't think we talked about that on the show,
Really?
but, I think we mentioned that you were pissed that it was, they're paying tax spending on freaking looking for alien life. This is bullshit, blah blah blah. And then it's like, nah, it's actually like a non-profit organization or something.
No, it's funded by enthusiasts who have a lot of
that's
money.
right. That's right.
They can spend their money however they want. I just don't want any tax dollars going to something like that. That's all.
But why?
Because it's a waste.
How?
Well, okay, what
Why
are
is
you
it a
going to do?
waste?
What are you going to do? Oh, we're going to send out massive radio waves into space hoping to contact life forms. What, they're going to descend on this planet and
Make everything
what?
better?
or
Hopefully.
completely obliterate the planet? I mean, I don't know. Like, you have no clue what's going on. Why don't you just use your resources towards something that's actually tangible
Aren't we
rather than,
already
we're just going
destroying
to
the
send
planet?
massive radio transmissions out into space.
Are we not already destroying the planet ourselves?
Anyway,
that's a different
so
topic,
JFK funnels in a bunch of money into the space program and gets humans out into space. But because humanity is becoming a big space power now, this alien species known as the Typhon, or Typhoon, if for whatever reason, who gives a shit, notice us and try and kill us. But instead of the United States and the USSR, because they're still around for whatever reason, instead of going into a Cold War, they join forces and drive the Typhon off of Earth. And they trap it on the Talos station, which is a big ass space station, which is essentially a prison for aliens. And then they experiment and shit on it. Fun. What can go wrong? I'll tell you what can go wrong. The Typhon escape.
Isn't that the plot from
Like that movie, Life?
Men in Black 3? There's a prison full of aliens and one of them escapes.
Well, yes, but
wasn't he called Boris the Animal or something like that?
Yes.
That was like that sounds like the plot from that movie.
Yes. But that's only one alien. This is an entire race that humanity has somehow trapped on one space station and then proceeds to research them and experiment on them and then further experiment on humans, augmenting humanity with the Typhon powers, whether it's kinetic blasts of immense energy that is capable of ripping someone to shreds, or, transforming into objects and playing prop hunt in space with alien powers.
Sounds more like Life.
No, not even close. Life is about an organism from Mars that feeds off of carbon dioxide, grows to huge proportions, and then tries to escape to Earth to destroy it. The Typhon have other agendas, and I'll leave it at that. But at any rate, the first Typhon that you meet is called a mimic. And so you walk into this room after you picked up this big ass wrench. You walk into this room and you see like a chair fall over, or something go rolling across the floor, and you're like, "Well, that was weird. Well, I guess the physics engine's acting up and goofy as shit now." No, that's an alien. It will jump out and try and eat your ass. It is terrifying and scared the shit out of me the first time. Or actually, no, wait. I think I noticed it the first time, and then every other time afterwards made me paranoid as hell. I'm like, "Are you an alien? No. Are you an alien? No. Are
Play
you
that
an alien?
soundbite?
Yes. Die!" No, not that one. But yeah, no. So, you can't actually trust your environment. The other aliens are also there who are incredibly hostile towards you. And some of them move insanely fast, and it's bullshit.
So, have you gotten the kinetic blast power?
Yes, and it's great.
Uh,
Except I can only use it twice. I can't actually use it like more than that unless I'm standing next to a science probe, I believe. Which, yeah, you
like
are.
the alien?
No, god damn it, no. There are these. I don't even know what to call them. They're just robots that float around, like Not even that. They're just robots that are there designed to like help you. So there's like the repair robot that repairs your suit, so that way you don't take as much damage. There's the medical robot that heals you up to full.
Does it charge you? Does it charge you a fee?
No.
Isn't that like a big trope from games? It's like,
Yes.
oh, you got to save the world. You better pay up first.
Yeah. Where's my money? I healed you for 250 health last week. Still expecting my money.
Spyro tropes.
Do I have to have Johnny Four Fingers come over here and break that kneecap, so that way you can't go save the world?
Maybe Moneybags.
I feel like
not boss.
I feel like that should be like a mod for this game somehow, in some way. Like
There's just a Godfather robot, and he's like, "Hey, come on, you owe me some dough." Holy shit,
somehow,
that's racist.
I don't know.
That'd be great though. The Godfather robot who charges you every single time you repair your suit. You heal yourself with the medical robot, or you heal your psyche with the science robot, which is essentially how you use the powers. Oh, also, there are turrets everywhere that don't talk to you. They're not AI. They just shoot and kill the aliens. But as you progress through the game, you actually get the alien powers for yourself by researching them and examining them.
And then let me guess.
How?
And then
Yes.
hold on. Let me guess.
Yes.
Then the turrets mistake you for being an alien and shoot at you.
Yeah.
Best part is how you get the powers.
It only shows it the one time, and it showed
How
that
does
in the
he
trailer.
react?
Painful as hell.
Oh,
So,
these plasmids go up your arm.
yeah. So, it's a combination of Dead Space, Dishonored, and Bioshock. So, Dishonored is the whole you can be stealthy if you want, and
Or just going guns blazing.
or going guns blazing. Yeah. Dead Space is like the inventory management, and
And it's in
And you're too afraid to even walk 1 inch forward.
no, it's actually not as scary as Dead Space. Dead Space has jump scares.
That's
Prey
what I mean
just-
though. Like in Dead Space, yeah, like you're not even you don't even want to walk into the next room
Yeah,
because
no.
you have no idea what's gonna be waiting for you in there.
Same thing with Prey, except for whatever reason, Prey's not that bad. Like, yeah, like the AI will jump out at you at like a specific time and sort of make it a jump scare, but it wasn't like scripted to happen that way.
It just kind
It
of
was
it
an
just happened.
unintentional. It,
It's kind of like back in the day when we were playing Call of Duty Zombies on the moon map,
yeah.
and I'm like running away from a bunch of them. I'm like, okay, I'm safe now. Walk up to a sliding door, and then there's the astronaut zombie right there, reaching out.
Yeah, so
That was one of the greatest moments ever when I was playing that. I'm like, okay, I'm safe now. Arms reach out.
and then I remember at one point in time it happened to me like 3 times in one game. I'm like, come on.
And then there
Yeah.
was that time where you thought it was another player, but it was a cosmonaut.
Well, it's because they have a name or something
Yeah.
like they have like an actual character
I
name.
thought that would have scared you.
No, not really.
Mm.
But yeah, Prey is a unintentional horror game. But like the reason it's like Dead Space is inventory management, knowing the type of enemy that you're going up against, knowing that okay, I'm going to use this gun to immobilize them, and then I'm going to switch to just like a pistol, unload an entire clip into their face, and then they're dead. Or I can just go up and smack them in the face with a wrench. You know, it's sort of the whole puzzle kill,
Mhm.
essentially. Like with Dead Space, you know, cut off the limbs. That kills them. That keeps them down. So it's a puzzle of like, okay, well, they've got 2 arms sticking out directly to their sides, so you got to go vertical, and then you got to cut their legs off, so you got to go horizontal. So it's more of a puzzle under extreme pressure with great consequences of you died.
And it's in space.
It doesn't even matter.
Does it actually have a "You Died" banner like Dark Souls?
No, it actually says what is it? No life no life sign detected.
How about no game?
No signs of life. That's what it is.
No game, no life.
No.
Oh.
And it's like restart from the previous save point. I'm like, shit, where is it? So if Dragon's Dogma taught me anything, it's save frequently or you're fucked.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't wait to like start releasing that so I can talk about it as the videos come out. Because there's one video that I would want to release on its own because it's just that bonkers. It's so good.
Yeah, but it's part of your series though, so you might want to just hold on to it.
Oh yeah, no, I am. Obviously, but I think that's like episode anywhere between 13 and 15. But yeah, so normally I'm like bad at cutting them up. I try and cut them up to like specific lengths and specific missions. But if a mission's too long, I'll do like part 1, part 2. Well, like the water god altar, so I had to do that. But this one's short enough. I think I can make the previous one a little longer and then just keep this one mission to itself and just have that amount of insanity all rolled into one because, oh my god, it is good. So yeah, doing that, I have also started to write. Slowly but surely. Yeah, that's right. You heard me. Terpes can't yell at me anymore. You can't yell at me anymore.
Well, that's fantastic. A really smart decision, young man.
It's about time, huh?
I
It's
have
about
one.
time.
I
You know,
have
'cause
one,
we're
but it's
like,
not prepared.
He's not even
we're-
watching.
we're years behind on that.
Yeah.
Like high school years.
I have one.
Yeah, for him, I think. Yeah, I didn't get involved in this till a little bit later than that. But so, what do you got for us? Let's hear it.
Very little.
Oh,
I've focused on the YouTube thing a lot more. I think it's this.
How disappointing.
okay. Well, good update then. I was hoping that we'd actually be able to talk about that, but
No, I don't want to talk about it. I want to finish it first. It's not popping up.
see, this is
No,
why
that's
you
wrong
have
one.
a soundboard of files already on hand.
I'm gonna clip. Fuck. Sorry. I don't have it. I'm done screwing around.
He's got nothing, guys.
I had a.
All lies.
No, it's this one.
So I missed.
All what every content creator has always wanted to say to their audience. Fuck all y'all!
There you go. I found it. That's
Hey.
for both of you. Audience, I love you guys.
But we're not the
What are you saying? What are you saying about our audience?
Well, no. Audience is fine. Audience, you're cool with me. I know that guy says what every content creator wants to say to their audience, but, no. Right now, if you're listening right now, as in 10:28 p.m., May the 5th,
10:29.
10:29 p.m., May the 5th, 2017, listening live, the only audience is you two assholes. So, you two. It
No,
only applies
what-
to you two. If you're
what-
listening after Friday, I don't care. It's fine. You
No,
guys-
what every content creator wants to say to their audience is,
Are you not entertained?
Yep.
Are you not entertained?
I don't know if you guys noticed, but we also maybe kind of have a soundboard.
and we're test driving it this week.
Yeah.
Didn't we mention that last week though? And I said,
We've mentioned it like the past month. It's
yeah.
like, we're gonna get a soundboard. Hey, how's that soundboard coming along? Well, it's kind of shit right now, but we're getting there. Hey, yeah, we're gonna be cranking out a soundboard next week. Next week comes, we didn't do a soundboard because we decided to do a 4-person podcast.
Hey, you want to talk about the time that you talked to me on the phone with a soundboard?
I don't even remember it,
The
but
only thing coming from your end of the phone was your soundboard.
yeah, I remember that. Except it was a set character soundboard, so you couldn't
Oh yeah, that's a little bit different.
yeah, you couldn't piece things in.
Yeah, it was annoying though.
Oh yeah, it was annoying, but
It still fit enough.
Well, how irksome.
the way it is delivered
This
is
this
perfect.
I
this
think
guy
Matt
made a big mistake in showing me how to share system sounds.
I think
Sadly, I don't have a soundbite yet of any regrets.
I think Matt has a very well fleshed out soundboard, so
Yeah, but is it a soundboard or sound files?
No, it's just files.
Yeah.
It's not a soundboard software. I looked into that before, and I suppose I could use something, but it works fine enough if you just have a bunch of wave files that are only like a couple seconds long, and then you just title them whatever it says, because they're short enough where you can just have it, and then it's like, oh, okay, just double click that, and you're on your way. So what else do you got for us, Game Master? What kind of quests are we about to embark
What kind
upon?
of quests? We're doing
I-
quests now?
Yeah, and I hope that the quest reward is some kind of like cape or something.
I mean, does Guardians of the Galaxy have capes?
It might.
I know.
Doesn't Star Lord have a cape?
Does Star Lord have a
I
cape?
don't think so. I think he's
No?
got the coat.
Oh, you know what? It's not Star Lord. It's
Star Wars.
No. It's Lord Vader. He's got a cape. And also, fighting on the Empire side, Captain Phasma also has a cape.
Okay, so if you're wondering, audience, since we are very bad at giving context for discussions,
No, I've got a visual up.
Okay, no. But why are we bringing this up? Well, the answer is because one day I was just playing some games. I think it was actually Battlefield 1, and I was like, wait a minute, something's not right here, and I looked, and sure enough, a lot of the character models in that game have capes, and I'm like,
That's weird.
okay. Battlefield 1, World War 1, battlefield fighting cape. I'm not making the connection. Like, what's with the capes? I've noticed that, and I noticed it too in the Battlefront remake too. I guess the EA Dice just loves their capes, which to me it makes no sense. Like, if you're on a battlefield, wouldn't that make you more visible and easier to pick out and spot?
Unless you're going with Lord of the Rings lore here, where it's like, oh, I have a cape, so I can throw it over myself and camouflage in.
Doesn't Frodo have
Yeah.
a cape?
Or
Yeah, that's the cape I'm talking about.
So the question is then, capes, are they awesome or are they kind of lame?
Fucking awesome.
They're
awesome,
when
huh?
they give you a stat
I have a feeling.
game.
I have a feeling that I'm going to be the Grinch again because I have a philosophy about capes.
What? Okay, what's your philosophy?
I mean, it's too quiet.
No capes.
No
I'm
capes.
not a fan. I'm okay. So here's the deal. I understand. Artists love them because they're flashy. They kind of show off your artistic skills with the way you can show it folding and waving, and makes the character kind of fleshes out the character, makes them look more interesting. But to me, they seem kind of pointless. Okay, when's the last time that you've ever seen an actual person, not cosplaying or anything like that, wearing a cape? Like, when's the last time you went to a grocery store or went out for a walk at the park or something and somebody was wearing a cape?
See, that's
It doesn't happen because they're lame. Like, if you went out, if I went out and just wore a cape and just casually went riding my bike and it was fluttering behind me and everything, people would laugh
trapped
at
in
me.
your spokes and then it suffocates you.
Yeah, exactly. No, but in all honesty though, like, people would laugh at me. Like, they would I'd probably get people like honking horns at me from their cars and be like, "Loser!"
But you know
and everything.
But you know what?
But then
It would be memorable.
Okay, but then like that guy that yelled out Charizard to us when we were playing Pokemon Go.
It would be memorable.
Okay, but but seriously though, the point is, like, all right, fine, then you do it. I want to see you actually pull this off, and I want to see some video evidence of it on our YouTube channel. Get like one of those like GoPro cameras or whatever they're called, where you can attach it to yourself.
I just
and
now.
Fireball.
Okay, but you get what I'm saying though. Like, nobody in their right mind would wear one. So why is it then in every fantasy, every fiction setting, everybody has a cape?
There is
like,
one.
Like in one does not simply have a fantasy story without capes involved at some point. I mean, just look at even like the game series that I fanboy over, Fire Emblem. Every single Lord character has a cape. I don't think there's a single Lord character in the series who doesn't have a cape of some sort. And to me, it makes no sense. Like, okay, picture this. Okay, if this is a little bit different, but just bear with me on this. If you were a Viking, would you put horns on your helmet?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so let me run through a scenario for you then. So you're a Viking, you got your axe, got your fur armor, you got your horned helmet. You go to fight a guy. The guy parries your blow, grabs your helmet by the horn, yanks you down, and stabs you through the throat. Okay, having a horn on your helmet is stupid. It just gives somebody leverage to grab onto it and yank you around. Same thing with capes. So if you were like in a battle and you're wearing a cape and you're swinging your swords around, why is it that you never see in those films like somebody like grabs their cape, yanks them down by the neck, and then just like stabs them to death or whatever?
That's happened before. I'm fairly confident.
But why don't you get what I'm saying though? Like it does nothing for you besides just makes you look like a showy show off.
I have a question.
What?
What about Captain Levi's cape?
What about it?
Well, Marshall would know, because Attack on Titan. Well, it's a shorter cape, but it has the logo.
I don't know. So to me, I guess to me, I get it. It's an artistic thing. It makes him look fancy, makes him look showy. But to me, who's as I've said before in the show, I prefer more functional over aesthetic. It just makes no sense to me at all. Like it just, when I sit down and think about it, maybe it's just one of those things that you're just not supposed to think about.
I thought it was to show that they were from the Survey Corps because it has the logo on the back.
But still, you put a cape on a character because it looks badass.
It just
you're in a fantasy. You're in a fantasy world. It does not mean shit.
I think there was a Robot Chicken sketch where the nerd wears a cape and he goes flying off and gets stuck in his face. And he's falling to the ground, fighting with the cape.
Right, but I'm just saying, like, I don't understand, like, though, like, if I was to do, like, one of those films or something, or even, like, write a fantasy book, I would guarantee you that I would have only one character in the book who wears a cape, and he dies because in the middle of battle, somebody grabbed it, yanked them around, and just impaled them.
Is that where it was from? Hold up.
Well, I think it was parodying capes because they are pretty useless.
Exactly. That's my point exactly. All it does is it just makes you a show off.
Oh, and Marshall has a video.
And draws attention to you.
Maybe. Oh, yeah.
Does he do it by the cape or by his leg? The foot. The foot.
Why?
That scene where
because apparently if you wear a cape in a fantasy or fiction story, you're invincible.
I mean look at these guys.
Actually, that sounds like a good idea. Making a cape of invincibility. Where you're only invincible if you wear it.
And then you can pair that up with the ring of certain death.
That's so funny.
You
does
bastard.
Does the main character in that game wear a cape? I think she does.
Yes,
she
does.
What game?
Dragon Fin Soup.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go. There's another example.
What was her name?
I don't know.
Robin.
Red Robin. Not to be confused with the restaurant.
Red Robin, yum.
She did
No,
it anyway. No, it's not necessarily a cape.
It's a hood, right?
Yeah, it's a hood.
Because she's supposed to be Little Red Riding Hood with a shotgun and lots of alcohol. Kind of odd concept, but
I gotta go play that game again.
okay. So anyway, I've ripped on those enough. So I want to hear why you think they're so amazing.
Please, Marshall, enlighten us.
Because I personally like capes.
We can tell what they're trying to do, but they look
big.
so useless.
They're big, they're flashy, they get your attention. Great to cosplay for.
Is it like when a cat arches its back?
You really gonna do this to me?
What? Do you know why they do that?
You really gonna...
You're going way off topic there.
And just crush my dreams? You really gonna do this? Right now? Live? On show?
Do what?
You know what?
No.
Comparing your flea balls to my hopes and dreams of having a decently put together costume of the Survey Corps.
No, because my cats have never done that.
Well, anyway. Hopes and dreams crushed. You've heard it here first, folks.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, that doesn't matter. No, it's take away the capes, okay? You take away the capes.
It looks a lot more realistic
Vader
and
without
believable.
Cape.
They look just fine.
No, even then, it doesn't matter.
I think it looks fine.
No,
Okay,
I don't think
the
so.
helmet I'm okay with. I mean, helmets actually do something like hide your face.
Helmets are completely different. Just don't put horns on them, because I think putting horns on a helmet is completely stupid.
What about Batman then? Actually, I'm pretty confident someone's grabbed hold of those ears and.
Well, I believe at the start of World War I, going back to Battlefield 1, I believe the German army had spikes on their helmets at the beginning of the war, and then when it devolved into trench warfare, because it was supposed to make them look intimidating on the battlefield. Well, here's the thing: you got spikes on your helmet, right? So when you're sitting in the trenches trying to hide, your little spike is like peeking over the top of the trench. And I if I'm not mistaken, so many spikes of helmets got shot off by Allied soldiers that they just like, okay, we're not issuing helmets with spikes anymore. This is kind of ridiculous.
Why would you make yourself look intimidating if you're trying to hide?
Because they didn't know that they were gonna
look intimidating before.
Because they didn't know that it was gonna. Exactly. It was one of those things that they never saw coming. They never imagined it would turn into a trench war. They were still living in the 19th century kind of thing where it's like, wide open battlefields, armies marching, and that kind of stuff. So they're like, oh yeah, let's look intimidating. Let's put spikes on our helmets. And then then they realized that was not very wise at all.
It was at this moment the German army knew they fucked up. Oh my god, have we ranted long enough about the dumbest shit possible?
Like capes?
Capes.
Capes
rule.
Capes are lame. Cause
Every character, even the side characters, even the kids, even the newborn infants in my story, all capes.
Newborn infants? Like who?
All capes. Every single last one of them.
Know who you're sounding like, Marshall?
Yeah. I know exactly who, and that's why. Every single person in my story will have a cape. All right, folks. That's it for tonight.
I thought you didn't want to go there.
That's it for tonight, guys. Any last words?
Capes are lame.
Prey still coming out. Dragon's Dogma starts up next week. We'll talk.
Mace.
We'll talk about Dragon's Dogma after it's actually released on the next exciting episode of the Social Outcast podcast.
Ooh, spooky podcast.
Goodbye and have a wonderful week.